I'm sure you know by now, Sunday we'll see the World Cup final. Spain taking on Argentina, the best team in Europe, against the best team in South America. The Argentina fans in Times Square. It's been horrible weather for them over the last 24 hours, but they are very much looking forward to being the first team to defend their title since 1962. The game of our lives, says the front page of AS, the sports newspaper in Madrid. Santi, you're going to the final. How are you feeling?
Hopefully, yes.
Hopefully.
I'm feeling confident.
Why?
If Argentina can play a long game, which is what try to do all the other games, to put the game in the last half an hour, the last 15 minutes, I think Argentina has a really good chance. Even knowing that Spain is right now one of the best team when it has the ball, because nobody can manage the ball like Spain. And I don't think you can compete against Spain doing that. Spain takes the possession of the ball, and then without the ball they have the best high pressure of the tournament, and so they do both things very, very well. So I think Argentina is gonna, como se dice, ceder la iniciativa. I think the initiative will be on the Spanish side, and Argentina is gonna wait a little bit. Tactically, I think that would be the approach. But if Argentina can, put it into the physical, just as Rodri said, now, and win the duels, in which Argentina is very good, and make the game long, Argentina has the opportunity to be champion again.
Is that not a dangerous tactic, though, Jürgen? Because this is a property. You look at Egypt, you look at England, you look at Cape Verde, they're at that level. Spain, obviously, we saw against France, took it to another level. And if you're playing the long game, you could find yourself well behind with not enough time left to try and make it up.
Well, as long as Spain doesn't get the first goal.
Right.
But it will be an extreme mental game. It will be a mental battle. Now, obviously, Santi said it rightfully, they will go very aggressively against the Spanish side. Spanish side will depend on how they react to it. Hopefully they don't react to it too much, because then it starts working here. They obviously have the class, Spain, to step by step also outplay you. There's no other team in the tournament that is so fantastic with the movement off the ball through the midfield than Spain. It's incredible to watch that and to analyze that as well. But then there's no other team in the tournament that can kind of break you in a split moment because of the genius of Messi. One moment is enough for him, a free kick, a brilliant pass, and suddenly you're a goal down. I think this is the deserved final for both teams.
Let's not forget that after the final was set, Frank said that Spain would win by 4-0. Do you stand by that?
I do, for the reason that I think the reality of the World Cup has to come out for Argentina. They've been very much in the margin to get out for so many games. So because of their talents, everybody's talent, of course, Messi, but the fact that they had the fighting spirit, they never gave up, allowed them to carry on for so many times, but by craziness. But it's against Spain. And Spain is going to be not as naive comparing to other teams. And as we talked about, as long as Spain doesn't score, if Spain score the first goal, it can be absolutely dramatic for Argentina, because they're going to try to get back, they're going to open up. And I'm afraid that Spain's going to score on a second one and maybe a third one. It can be, as I see it, as the Champions League final between Paris Saint-Germain and Inter Milan.
Really?
Yeah, that's you have two very good teams.
But Inter didn't have a Messi.
No, for sure, that's a good point. But I see Spain being too strong comparing to anybody else. And Argentina got through every time, and Santi also can witness that, by really, again, a small margin, and like miracle, because of that fantastic genius that Messi is, and some others as well doing great. But for me, it's not enough to win against Spain. Spain, you have to be realistic about Spain. They're incredible. They're fantastic.
But don't forget, everybody was talking about France. Who can beat them? Who's going to beat them in this tournament? And all of a sudden they had a bad day, and against a very good Spanish team.
Yeah, because of Spain. Spain.
But that performance apart, Spain, as you rightly said, were decent but not setting the place alight. So they've had one really, really good game at a perfect time against France. They haven't been brilliant all tournament. They've defended really well. Obviously, one goal.
But Argentina had a very good game. When?
Oh, Argentina have had moments.
Yeah.
Argentina have had the most guts and determination and resilience in this tournament.
That's true.
And Lionel Messi and one or two others. Argentina, I don't think, will be frightened of the fact that they're not going to have a lot of the ball.
Right.
And they're just going to wait for moments in the game that Spain cough a pass up or they can win the ball back and then in that counter-attack make something happen. Or keep the game tight, as Santi said, for 60 minutes, 70 minutes, and then hope that Spain get a little tired.
If you let Argentina play, Argentina plays very well because it has a lot of very, very good midfielders as well. Sure. It's not only Messi, because we are used to talk about Messi, and that's fair because he's the best player in the world, but his teammates are quite good, and some of them are not midfielders, but they have the soul of a midfielder. Like Julian, for example, he comes back and he plays as a midfielder. And the players on the flanks, they are more center midfielders too. So Argentina.
If they're so great, why haven't they played well so far?
Because I don't think you cannot play well.
They have played well.
I don't agree with your statement.
We feel a bit of bitterness in the question.
The brilliant part of the Argentinian side is also that every time then they go down a goal or they're getting kind of in a difficult situation, they always have an incredible reaction of stepping it up 2 levels. So sometimes it really feels like they're waiting for that.
Yes,
they're waiting for the second part of the game, and now we bring it up another level. And then if we needed another level as well.
Yeah, but Jürgen is against Spain. That's my concern.
That's the
it
thing.
happened
I
every other
understand.
games, but that's Spain.
What you mean, and I understand, is that Spain, if they score, they are not going to retreat. They are going to.
No, they're going to go for it.
High line and want to keep playing. And I understand.
But they have to be perfect, Spain, because they weren't perfect in the first game. They drew. They were quite insipid, weren't they? They were quite boring, actually, and we were worried about them. Against Belgium, they weren't fantastic. France, they were great.
Yep.
So I know what Frank means. For Argentina to step too far, to game too far, this is the one where they really just hit the wall and Spain go and win. But Spain have to be excellent to win tomorrow. They can't drop their level, which they may do, because we've seen them drop a level. They haven't been outstanding every single game. Otherwise, they would have been Otherwise, they would have been favourites playing France.
You have another scenario. What if Argentina scores?
Go first, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of speculation that maybe some would like to see Argentina win, not only Argentinians, some questionable officiating we've seen from some throughout this tournament. Laporte was asked about that, saying in recent matches, we've seen things that really surprised us, actions that were allowed to slide, especially when Argentina, they're a team that they like to leave a mark on their opponent. That sort of thing shouldn't be allowed in football. It's the referee's job to keep a handle on these things so the situation doesn't get out of hand. If 1 or 2 players are allowed to act that way, the match descends into chaos. I think I speak on behalf of... Well, let's hope we're sat here tomorrow.
There's nothing in
and
the
there's nothing about officials.
It's almost a book.
It was almost a book, and I read it.
A book of
80%
excuses.
well.
But what is it? That was Laporte, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You play any top side, you're going to expect physicality.
Right.
But
The
nowadays,
suggestion is that FIFA have treated Argentina leniently compared to others.
Biased narrative.
I think you could argue that about Messi got lucky in match day 1 not to be sent off.
Yes,
that's true.
Yeah.
You could debate.
People are talking about the Egypt
You
goal.
could debate the Egypt goal. That's subjective. There certainly wasn't anything to note in the England game, which was good because we were talking about a great comeback. But you play any South American side. South American side.
Look at France,
it's going to be
Paraguay.
physical, and they're going to try and get in your head. You have to accept that.
Exactly. Look when you play Atletico Madrid, you know you're going to get a different type of game than you play Barcelona. So
but you see,
you can't be worried about that. It's
see,
just putting something in the referee's mind, isn't it? That's what he's trying to do. But we all know it's nonsense.
It's part of the game, okay? As long as there isn't a foul. I mean, they were counting the foul against England. There were 35 fouls. The ref didn't say anything.
You have the loss of the game.
Exactly.
Jürgen, how do you prepare for it when you have players saying those sort of things?
Oh no, they notice that, but it's no big deal.
Yeah. Right.
No big deal. I mean, obviously, the Argentinian team is known that they're right often on the edge. You know, and they live that in South America. When you look at the South American qualifiers, sometimes looks like war. You know, when you really play in Colombia.
Copa America is war. The Copa America games.
It's insane. So you bring that culture into a World Cup,
Exactly.
and then you get right on the edge.
Yeah.
Like Simeone in the beginning of the first 20 minutes against England, he was right on the edge. He didn't get a yellow. He did 5-6 fouls. He should have gotten a yellow at least after the third foul.
Yeah.
But he knew also when to step back then.
But isn't that the beautiful thing about the World Cup, that all these cultures come together?
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what I mean. This is that we.
But there's no better team prepared like
Yeah.
Spain. for
Which is
that
refreshing because we are going to a worldwide football where everybody plays the same, and we used to see England playing differently than Germany, than France, than of course South American, and to see South American teams coming with their culture and the differences. It's up to the referee to adjust, but that's it. But otherwise, yeah, CONMEBOL is a war, that's for sure, and we have seen that. But that's good for the World Cup because we want to see different football.
You go back to what, 90 final. How do you prepare for those sort of things when you know it's going to be a war on the pitch, Jürgen?
I know, you just talk to them. They are aware of it. They show them the examples throughout the tournament.
Right.
And they just tell the players, keep your cool. You know, that's all you can do. And they know it's the game of their lives. They are, anxious themselves. And game day, you leave them alone because it's just game day. It's just, give me that moment now, and then you're just outside and hope.
France against Paraguay, Didier Deschamps took to the players. You know what you can expect from the Paraguay players, and they're going to trick, they're going to try to make you getting booked, and so keep your coolness and make sure you work with your football. That's part of the game.
But it's easier said than done.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe in that game against Paraguay, that was the moment when Olise kind of
Oh, yeah, he could have been ready.
moved. And that's why we didn't see the same Olise anymore in the tournament.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he was just happy to get off the field healthy.
Yeah.
Another leveler is, in a sense, it would be that a lot of these Argentinian players have experience of a World Cup final win 4 years ago, which Spain don't. So there's a pressure side of it as well, obviously, going in. How are they going to handle that?
Is there the same amount of pressure going into this final as there was 4 years ago?
No, it's different. I think Argentina has the same drive
Yep.
to win the World Cup, but it doesn't have the same pressure to do it. So that's good for Argentina.
But to have that drive is incredible.
Yeah.
It is.
We have to say. It's
That's what we were saying after the England game.
Because every World Cup winner usually goes home early.
It's probably
in the
going to be
next
Messi's
tournament.
last World Cup, is it? He's not going to play another.
It's up to Messi.
He's not going to play another World Cup at 43.
Who's going to say no? I mean, it's up to him.
Santi, apparently you have to go with your other friends now on deportes. But before you do,
Oh, my God.
what's going to happen in this final?
I already told you the last time we were here. It's
I wasn't listening.
1-1, extra time,
Yes.
and Argentina is going to win on penalties.
Wow. All right. Thanks, Santi.
Thank you.
Extra
Thank you
time,
very much.
Santi.
Much appreciated.
Have extra time. People getting cramped.
Go home.
People getting cramped.
I broke the mic again.
So
I'm
we're going to
sorry.
see you on TV tomorrow in the stands?
Oh, yes.
I'm going to pay this, and I broke
big
it.
Are you gonna be behind Infantino?
Yeah,
Argentina,
big star. Bye-bye,
You're
Santi.
gonna be like Simeone.
Buenas fortuna.
Yes. Next to Arsene Wenger. Is that going to be you?
ESPN FC has a special preview show. Unfortunately, Santi won't be with. Jürgen, I assume you're going to the final as well. Yeah, it'll just be the Drakes.
Oh no!
Oh, my God.
Eastern on ESPN 2.
Quatuor.